next is the parallel axis theorem. So first we'll know what is the parallel axis theorem. Okay, so in this parallel axis theorem, consider this is the reference axis AB. Okay, so AB is the reference axis. Okay, so the given area is area A. Okay, consider this area is area A. Okay, so small elemental area dA. Okay, now so what this parallel axis theorem says is the moment of inertia of an area, so bigger area. Okay, moment of inertia of an area about an axis. Okay, so about an axis in its plane is the sum of the moment. Okay, it is the sum of the moments. Okay, so it is the sum of the moment of inertia about the parallel axis. Okay, this is the parallel axis. Okay, sorry, this is the parallel axis passing through the centroid. So this is the parallel axis, an axis. It is just an axis. It is a passing through the centroid of an area. Okay, centroid of an area, and the product of the area and the square of the distance. Okay, so it is the standard definition of, okay, standard definition of the or the standard statement of the parallel axis theorem. Okay, so I'll repeat once again. Consider this is an area. Okay, the moment of area of an area about an axis. This is an axis, reference axis, about an axis in its plane. So this is the plane is sum of the moments. Okay, sum of the moment of inertia. So sum of the moment of inertia about the parallel axis. This is the parallel axis passing through the centroid. So see, whatever the moment of inertia passing through the centroid, that is Ig. Okay, so moment of inertia passing through the centroid is Ig. It is the sum. Okay, it is the sum of this one and sum of this one. Okay, so it is the parallel axis. So it is the sum of the moment of inertia about the axis passing through the centroid. So centroid of an area, and the product of area and square of the distance. What is so whatever the parallel axis which is passing through the centroid from here to the reference axis, the distance is d. Okay, so product of area and d square. Okay, so that is what the parallel axis theorem says. Okay, consider, see here we will go for the definition derivation. So consider AB here. Consider this is the AB reference axis is here. Okay, this is the AB. So moment of inertia through the reference axis AB is equal to the integration of the elemental area and the distance from here to here. The distance you have to take it. Okay, so whatever the distance is there, you have to take it from here to here, from elemental area dA. Okay, so that's why integration is equal to y square into elemental area dA. Okay, so what is y is d plus y1. Okay, so the y is d plus y1. So integration, so what you do is, so substitute the y is equal to y1 plus d in the main equation. So finally this equation will reduces to y1 plus d whole square into dA. Okay, so this a plus b, you treat this one as an a plus b whole square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab into dA. So then dA you multiply to each product. So whatever the things are there, you just cross multiple. Okay, so remove the bracket and multiple with the each. Okay, so finally this equation will reduce to integration of y1 square into dA plus 2d. 2d is a constant, you remove the outside. So y1 into dA plus d square integration of dA. Okay, so what is this y1 square into dA? y1 square into dA is nothing but, see here, see the figure. See, y1 is the distance. So whatever the axis is there, consider if you take this one as a reference axis, the axis which is passing through the centroid of the element. Okay, so that is equal to the y square. So whatever the square of the distance and area of this one. Okay, that is according to moment of inertia. So moment of inertia is the product of the area, elemental area, and the square of the distance from the center to the reference axis. So that is Ig. Okay, so that's what you will get. Ig is equal to y1 square into dA. Okay, so see, if you take, next is integration of this one y1 into dA, you take it, that is the moment of area A about the centroidal axis. Okay, so that that is equivalent to 0, you take it. Okay, integration of y1 into dA is equal to 0. So if you integrate dA, you will get area. Okay, got it. So totally IB will becomes, so this will be Ig. So I told Ig is equal to integration of y1 square into dA. So this will become Ig. So you write it Ig. Okay. So this term y1 into dA, that will become 0. Okay. So because it is the symmetrical about the central axis. Okay. So whatever the area is there, so area is always symmetrical about the central axis. So that's why this will become 0. You remember, like this will become 0. Okay. Next is this one. Okay, so d square or whatever it is there, you write it as it is. Integration of dA, you will get it area. Okay, so finally IB is equal to Ig plus AD square. So till here you write it and leave it. Okay, no need to write below 1. So you finish it off. Okay, so that's what the moment of area. So parallel axis of theorem. Okay, so whatever the given section, if you give, so elemental area you have to take it. See the central moment of area. Okay, the moment of area about the passing which is passing through the centroid. Okay, so centroid plus the area of an the elemental area to the distance. Okay, square of the distance. So that's what the parallel axis theorem is. Okay, so integrate moment of inertia with respect to the reference axis AB is equal to the one is the some moment of inertia about the axis which passing through the centroid plus square area into square of the distance to the reference axis. So Ig plus A into D square. Okay, Ig plus A into D square. That's what the IAB.